What's up, guys? So in this video, what I wanted to go ahead and do was provide an update to the Ascend Cap Ventures, Ascend Ecom, basically the series of e-commerce like automation companies by Will Basta and Jeremy Long. I'm uncertain what the current status of their operations are. You'll see why I have this uncertainty here in a few minutes. But basically, I felt like there were some meaningful updates to kind of let you guys know about and just give a clearer picture of what exactly is going on here. So let me back up a few months ago to my first video that I have about the company. I actually had someone from their team reach out to me, request to take down the video. I said no, and the reason being is because essentially just journalistic integrity. Like, clearly I struck a nerve on something, and I just refused to take down the video. As you guys know, if you've seen a lot of my videos, I'm just all about transparency at the highest level. And when I see stuff like that kind of going on, I know it's easy to see, or I know it's easy for a company's perspective to say, hey, you're always going to have people complain. You're not going to be able to please everyone. And believe me, I totally understand that you cannot please everybody. Totally get it. Where I kind of draw the line personally is when you have a whole bunch of people. I think in this case it was 30. I think I saw another number of like 50. Basically, try to have a lawsuit against this company, which at the time I think was Ascend Cap Ventures. I also had lots of people reach out to me in my direct messages on Instagram, LinkedIn, etc. And they showed me their document of where they were supposed to basically get a refund after 2 years if it didn't turn a profit, or at least get their initial investment back, whatever the difference was. And they did not receive it. I saw the documents with my own eyes. I can't share them on screen because I think there's some kind of like legal issue with that. I'm not trying to get in trouble that way. But I saw it with my own eyes. But the plot thickens, okay? Because as I learned from the person who did reach out to me from the company, I learned that a competing company had basically, there's evidence to suggest that this other competing company hired the lawyer that kind of gathered these people to put the lawsuit out for bad press, but had no intention of actually fulfilling the suit. Again, that's the extent of my knowledge. That's just what I was told. Sharing it with you guys. So I guess with all that said, let's go ahead and dive into everything else from here. So this is their website now. It is different. Like the video that was originally here is not here anymore. This is talking about Dubai and the UAE, which I don't know. I don't know why it's specifically got to be Dubai and the UAE and, succeeding in the Middle East e-commerce space. I don't understand it. But that's their website now. If you go over pros, so honestly, automation services are nice. Like, if you can have a situation where you're just the partner, the financial partner, and you pay for all the operations and you collect your profit at the end of it, making it passive, I think that's a great idea when it works. And then they also have years of experience. Some might question those years of experience, but they have years of experience regardless. Cons, so it looks like now, as I'll show you here in a second, that they may be out of business. Their refund policy or contract seems to have just been like unfulfilled, just with numerous contracts that were sent to me. So that does suck. Like, if someone spends $40,000 and they make $1,000 over 2 years, that's $39,000 in the hole that they're supposed to be returned. At least that's what the contract said. And then legal issues, just lots of legal issues surrounding these different Ascend Cap Ventures, Ascend Ecom, just a whole bunch of just all around shadiness. That's just unfortunate. If you go over to Instagram, you'll see Will Basta, and it looks like now that he's kind of promoting a TikTok thing where it's like, oh, hey, we go in, mainly for TikTok Shop, we go in and basically, get a crap ton of views for these people that get directed over to their TikTok Shop. That's great. Like he talks about getting 200,000 TikTok views. I'll go ahead and add a follow here just for being a good sport. But when you look at these reels, like his personal reels, the numbers are pretty low. And the reason why that's concerning to me is if he's going to come on and talk about pumping up, 200,000 TikTok views, I get that this is Instagram, but how does his personal account not necessarily have, even the ballpark kind of range of views is just a question that I have. Moving over to YouTube, they've got 5,650 something subscribers. It looks like 63 videos. And now it's Accelerated Ecom Ventures, not Ascend Cap Ventures, even though ACV could also be Ascend Cap Ventures. Anyway, you see, a couple videos. I think this number here and these views don't necessarily correlate. But as recently as 5 months ago, they're talking about Walmart automation, TikTok Shop automation, Etsy automation, multi-channel e-commerce, portfolios, like all this stuff. And then shorts, which seems to be what they're kind of pushing more of, is these. But even still, okay, like nothing necessarily groundbreaking with these kinds of views. I mean, 24, sure, up at the top we had 400 something, 230, 440, 326, 484, 471, 426. If his whole thing is going to be like trying to blow up these views, why aren't his personal ones also blown up is just the question I keep coming back to. If you go over to Social Blade, we see that their channel has 11,696 views over the course of its lifetime. It was made February 17th of 22. You got, like, I would say mediocre views per day. I don't know exactly what happened here with this number, but you can generally see what their trend of views are per day. Now, going over to this from 3 months ago, which I can't remember if my video came out before this thread was made or not, but basically it says, yep, they're not who they claim to be. They're now pushing Etsy stores, hundreds of failed clients. Tell me more about your experience. Hopefully we can keep this out there so people don't get defrauded. They cannot manage a business properly. They subcontract so many operations out to overseas. My particular case was Section 3 violations on Amazon, all due to Ascend. Amazon permanently deactivated my account. Fake tracking numbers for non-shipments, among a few other improper issues I'll leave out. I invested in 21. Overall, put $70,000 into my investment with Ascend and was only able to walk away with $19,000. They are liars, cheats, and their team is compromised of imbeciles. Do not do any business with them. And then, they're trying to suppress this type of information. If you notice their marketing, you can't comment on any of their posts. They're complete liars and scumbags. Their owners' names rhyme with Smil, Pasta, and Jeremy Lung. They are the worst people in the world. Never give them your money. They will completely mismanage it and ruin your wealth. This other person says, scammed here for over $40K. 2 years is up and being ghosted now that I'm asking about their guarantee. Again, like I said, I had people reach out to me after they saw my initial video and they sent me the contract because, I tried to do my due diligence. I'm not just going to immediately take somebody's word if they have a bad experience because I know how that stuff kind of works sometimes. So they provided the evidence and it's kind of irrefutable. And I'm just kind of reporting on it. This person says, I'm literally in the same boat right now. I've been messaging and emailing for 3 weeks. It's been radio silence. I'm trying to find out if I can take legal action to force them to pay up. This person says there was a concerted effort done with over 50 members in a Facebook group recently. Unfortunately, the law firm did not take on the case as their investigator determined that there would likely not be any funds to recover from them for anyone. So they kind of linked this out. So that was what I was talking about a little bit earlier at the beginning, where it seems as if a law firm potentially connected to another company, a competing company, basically brought on these people for this lawsuit with no real intention of following through, which I think is just this other company that may or may not have done this. Again, because it's all speculation, I'm just going off of what I was told on good faith. It is really disappointing to see basically one company who's already failing clients, then you take another company that's also competing, taking those clients, giving them false hope of being able to recover their funds, and then just kind of letting them go free with no return on money just for the bad press that it would provide to the competitor. Like, it's not like two wrongs don't make a right. But that's kind of the extent of my knowledge on that situation. Now, this one says, so there's no consequence for them just taking money from people, delivering nothing, and not honoring the contract. Unfortunately, it happens, and it's terrible. But it's like that's why I make videos like these, so that there at least stands a chance that somebody can see a video like this and, take heed, take precaution, or at least go into something with their eyes wide open. This person says that they were scammed over $115,000. If anyone has a class action lawsuit starting up, I'd like to know and see if we can get involved together. Just like this whole thread, like lots of them. I've fallen victim to Will Boss and Ascend Ecom. Would love to chat with you and see what we can do legally. Just absolutely crazy. All right, so if you guys want to go through this thread, I'd recommend it. Now over here, this is where it says Ascend Ecom. So this is clearly, Will Bosta, Jeremy Lung. It says that they're currently out of business at the date of this video recording. And I'm not sure how entirely true that is, just because of our social posts that we saw on Instagram and YouTube. Now, if you go over here, you see another Trustpilot page. This is actually... this is the one, ACV Partners AI. Now, if you open that website, though, it's denied. I'm not sure why that is. But it says, like, hey, this is down because their website closed. Doesn't have a whole lot of, reviews, not a crazy amount. But this guy basically explained his bad experience. While individual experiences may vary, my experience with ACV has been marked by significant financial loss and irreparable harm to my Amazon seller reputation. I strongly advise potential clients to proceed with caution and seek clarity on service delivery and support before engaging with this company. This guy was onboarded in the fall, did make some money, it seems like, or at least, starting to see some return. This guy said TikTok denied his application at first, but then ACV got on it 2 days later. And you guys can see these are pretty recent. So it's if they did shut down, they shut down very, very recently, within the last 30 days, basically. Very good service, highly recommend. Okay, so I've been with these guys. And then, they're just kind of trying to piggyback off his Amazon thing. I don't know why Amazon wouldn't pay. Positive review here. Another positive review, positive review, positive review. Now, if you go over to Ascend Ecom Ventures, which is kind of like this newer offshoot, which is also weird because this site is down as well, so maybe the company is actually shut down, which would suck for the people that, should get their money back. But this person said that, these guys rock. I had a 15-minute call. I signed up. After a couple months, they were doing $8K a month net profit. So, that is cool. This person says, it's disappointing. terrible service and essentially took our money and performed poorly, resulting in a loss of profitability. They promise the world, and all they really do is scam you out of your money. They never answer the phone. They refuse to respond to emails, and their proposals are completely fabricated and don't make sense financially. Do not give these people your money. Run. Okay? Seeing a lot of that stuff, right? So what do I really think about this? I mean, it's like, I don't want to see anybody's company, get damaged because of whatever research that I do. At the end of the day, I'm just trying to save everybody money. And I know how tempting a done-for-you solution can be. The truth is, guys, is that done-for-you solutions like this, where you're, having $40,000 up front and you're having to cover the operations every single month with whatever operational costs are between inventory, ads, and all that stuff. It's really not meant for those who have just saved up, 40 or 50 grand and they're wanting to just take a shot. This isn't that type of opportunity. You would probably need, I would say, $150,000 to have the initial upfront fee plus operations to try to stick it out long enough to see a profit. The issue is that currently, between, a weird Instagram and YouTube presence, all of the comments on Reddit, the fact that the BBB says they're shut down, some of their websites are shut down, leads me to believe that it's just not an opportunity for you guys to look into anymore. I just think that they've got some stuff that they need to sort out. I also want to mention that I think it's very not cool that a competing company was looking to kick a competitor while they were down. I don't think that's right whatsoever to take people who are looking for a refund of some kind of rectifying of a situation, and to just lead them on with false hope just to damage the reputation further of your competitor, I think is just low. And that said, you've really got to be cautious of done for you types of offers, because unfortunately most of the time it is just outsourced overseas. Very rarely is it them actually managing everything themselves. So it's a risk. Now, that said, if you're looking to invest in an education, invest in an actual business model where you're actually doing the work yourself, where I think you have the greatest control, because with automation services, you have no control whatsoever. You're just a wallet people are taking money out of. Then I would recommend looking into this thing that I do called local lead generation. So basically, what I've done is I've built this website 5 years ago now, actually. And it's not the craziest looking thing. There's a lot of white space, but I've got some good content on there, and it looks real, and that's because it is a real website. I've also ranked this to the #1 spot. Now, the reason why this is important is because when somebody needs something done, especially in the service-based industry, whether it's plumbing, roofing, tree service, towing, whatever it is, they'll go to Google and they'll type in the city plus the service that needs done, or maybe they'll type in the service and then the city, but they typically follow this pattern. And if you can rank for that, that means you're going to get all the phone calls, which I do. So people land on this website, they read through it a little bit, see what we offer, they might fill out this form, or they just call this phone number. Now, when they call that phone number, it doesn't go straight to me, it goes straight to a contractor. That guy actually takes the job, fulfills the work, and at the end of the month, I get paid. Generally speaking, these sites are worth anywhere between $500 to $2,000 a month, depending on the niche and service that you're getting in. If you did roofing or concrete, for example, you're looking well above $2,000 a month. But it's a nice little side income stream that I have going on. And it's not super expensive either. We're talking $15 a month to host the website, $15 a month for the tracking phone number, and one time a year I got to pay $10 to renew the domain name. So it's a very, very cost efficient business model and side hustle. With something like Ascend Cap Venture, sure, it's entirely passive, but you have the stress of all that money coming out of your wallet with potentially seeing no return. Here, what comes out of your wallet is very little, and what goes into your wallet is very big. You've got to do the work yourself. Like, I built that site by hand myself. I ranked it myself. But it was worth it. 5 years later, now I'm here. Now I've got a bunch more of these sites. Still building more, still bringing on more clients. Now, if you guys want to learn how I did it, go ahead, check out this link right here. I have a private invite down for you in the description below, where basically every single question you could possibly have about what it is that I do is answered on this page, and everything is totally transparent and upfront, pricing and all, no high pressure calls or anything like that. So if you're interested, go ahead and check it out. If you guys found this video helpful, go ahead and give me a like, share, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.